I think the biggest mistake that smoke players get wrong is that they try to hold an angle or something like that and they give up their life with 3 smokes in their hand. Even though Smoke is one of the oldest operators in the game, yet he is still one of the best operators in the game. If you're a new player, please pick him up. He's easy to use, and even if you aren't the best with him, you'll still be very effective in the round. That's right, even if you do mess up with him, he's still a very good defender, and it's very hard to mess up with Smoke. Hello everybody, welcome back to another Rainbow Six Siege video today. Today we're going to be mastering Smoke. So if you see me play on stream, on my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/Athieno, you'll see that I play a lot of Smoke and Mute, and especially a lot of Smoke. And you'll see I do play them pretty effectively, and I think it's really good to pass down my knowledge onto newer players and players that want to get good with Smoke. I've been playing Smoke for a very long time, and I think it's time for that people learn how to play them right. The first thing I want to say is to run the shotgun and the SMG-11. Do not run the other SMG, run the shotgun and the SMG-11 as your secondary. So basically, that way you will have the most potential out of Smoke. The reason behind the shotgun is because you can make rotates, which are extremely important in high level gameplay. In any kind of game in Rainbow Six, rotates are very important for bomb sites. They're very good at close and medium range, which is extremely powerful, especially for a shotgun, which is a one-shot kill. It's basically doing the headshot for you. So mastering shotguns is also very powerful in this game. The reason for using the SMG-11 is because that has extremely high fire rate, a lot of damage, and it's pretty easy to use once you get the hang of it. You can hold pixel peaks, you can use that high fire rate to your advantage for headshots, easy headshots as well. Now before we talk more about Smoke, I want you to know that he's a burst operator. I like to call him a burst operator because he has burst energy. You play one time you're super passive with him, and then one time you're very aggressive with him. That's why I really like Smoke, is he's really unpredictable, and using that mindset of burst energy will help you a lot while playing Smoke, because it's always okay to play passive, but it's also good to play aggressive, but a little bit too much of both may mess you up a little bit. My number one tip for shotgun is when you're close to a gunfight, swing and use the hip fire a lot. It's good to pull out of gunfights if you can, but also getting that good shotgun shot blast will help get you the upper hand in the gunfight. And if you think about it, you miss 100 shots, 100% of the shots you don't take. My best tip for the SMG-11 is to learn the recoil and learn how to take gunfights. Now, what I mean by how to take gunfights is how should you hold an angle, when should you swing, when should you approach an enemy, are you in position to utilize that full fire rate and damage on somebody, are you too far away, or maybe you're too close to somebody. Actually, too close is really good, honestly. You can show this thing as like a shotgun basically, because how much the fire rate and the damage is super good up close. But also this thing is a headshot machine as well, so don't be afraid to use it against high level players either. Alright, now that we got the weapons out of the way, let's talk about the actual thing, what is in his name, Smoke. You have 3 canister grenades, which could last up to 40 to 30 seconds of wasting time. And what I want you guys to have the mindset when you're playing Smoke, the second you spawn in, you're now waiting for the last 40 to 30 seconds of the round to utilize. That's when you become dangerous. You're dangerous in any kind of time in the round, but that's where you want to play for, and that's why you have to learn how to use smokes correctly. Besides his great loadout, his Smoke ability is probably one of the best abilities in the game, in my opinion, for defense. So let me show you how to use them more effectively. So in the beginning of the round, besides making rotates for your team and all that kind of stuff, again, making rotates is extremely important. So make sure you're doing this in the beginning of the round. That way you're not caught off guard doing it in the middle of a round when the attackers are already coming at you. So what I usually do after I make the shotgun holes, I put down all my utility, my shield, my barbed wire, and I'm basically, once the prep phase ends, I am now ready for the attackers to come in, and I'm ready to use my smokes whenever. But you have to learn how to use smokes correctly. Don't be afraid to use your smokes early on. I know you want to wait, you know probably to wait until the last 30 seconds to use your smokes, right? But let's say if they're doing a hard push, sometimes that smoke grenade is really good for crowd control. It can delay enough time for your team to have information to know where they're pushing in from. So now you still have 2 smokes left, but 2 smokes is better than none being dead, correct? So before you think about picking anything unnecessary, right? You're like, oh, I want to hold this pixel angle. What are the benefits of this angle? Is your life more important, or is this one potential kill to get you and get you killed? What is more beneficial? Staying here with 3 smokes in your pocket with a potential to stop a rush, or risking your life and pushing out like a... Yeah, I didn't think you would choose the second one. So the next time you play smoke, when the round is ticking down and you see, okay, I still have 2 minutes left, then you just chill out. You just kind of wait until the attackers come in. Smoke is a very patient operator. He may not get a lot of action in the very first few rounds, but that's why I say he's a very burst operator. In the first 2 minutes, you might not, first minute or two, you might not have any action until the last 30 seconds where they're making their final push. That's when you become toxic and you start chucking grenades over. So as we reach the end of this guy, let's run over it one more time. You spawn in, you make any rotates, no matter what map it is, you make the rotates, you make holes for your team, you do any kind of holes, you set up. By the time that preparation phase is over, you should have your rotates made, you should have your shield, you should have your barbed wire set up, whatever it is, and you're ready for the action. At this time, remember I said burst energy, you have to wait to be passive and aggressive. You have to always expect enemies to be rushing in, and you're basically the first line of defense sometimes. Don't be afraid to be a crowd control and use your smokes if they are rushing a site, because that's where your smokes are as effective as the last 30 seconds. But you want to aim for the last 30 seconds, but don't be afraid to use them to stop that crowd control. I hope this video did help you with smoke. I'll make more operator guides in the future, but good luck learning smoke and keep playing hard.